Today I'll start organ system, that is excretory system. So today we'll start excretory system. In human body, there is a number of organ systems there. Excretory system is one of them. The first thing, what is the function of excretory system? The function of excretory system to remove the waste product which is formed inside our body due to metabolism. Metabolism, that is all the chemical reactions that occur inside the cell due to which some waste materials it is released, that are called excretion, and the organs which are involved to remove these waste materials from the body, that are called excretory system. So what is excretion? The removal of sometimes we can say that is the nitrogenous waste, because most of the toxic substance which is formed due to nitrogenous waste like urea, uric acid, so that are formed due to metabolism, these are known as excretion. But there are different type of excretion is also there, because due to respiration, when the food it is burned in presence of oxygen, then what happened? That is, energy it is released as well as carbon dioxide are also released. This carbon dioxide, it should be removed from our body. So it is also the waste product. Then in our body, due to deamination, that is, deamination means breaking down of toxic nitrogenous waste into simpler form, that is where they also release the nitrogenous waste. The sweat gland, which is present in our skin, that are also release some inorganic salts. So these are also the waste. But the main excretory organ in human body, that is the excretory system, we know that is it consists of one pair of kidney, one pair of ureter, one urinary bladder, and one ureter. Except that this is the organs which form the organ system. But except that we also get, that is in our body, the lungs. It also acts as excretory organ because it helps to remove the carbon dioxide. Our skin, that also helps to remove the inorganic salts. Next, that is the liver also play an important role because they convert the toxic substance nitrogenous waste into less toxic urea. That is, this process it is known as deamination. So these are also the different organs which help to remove the waste materials. But today we discuss the main organ that present in our body, that are called one pair. First we discuss, that is, there is one pair of kidney. One pair of kidney is there. Next, number 2, one pair of ureter. Ureter. Number 3, we get one urinary bladder. Urinary bladder, and number 4, that is urethra. One urethra. So these are the 4 things that make the excretory system. So in human body, the main excretory organ, that is the kidney. Now the kidney, it is situated. The first thing, the kidney it is situated on the posterior of our body, that is on other side of the backbone. which is protected by the last two ribs. And these kidney, they are mainly situated, that is, they are bean-shaped structure. The bean-shaped structure, and they are situated at the back of our body on either side of our back or vertebral. Kidney, they are bean shaped. They are bean shaped. The concave side of the kidney that are called hilum. Concave side of the kidney that are called hilum, through which the ureter it is arise. The ureter, that means the funnel shaped structure that arise, and next through which the renal artery, renal vein, that are also renal artery it is enter into the kidney, as well as renal vein that are exit from the kidney. So these are the part concave side of the kidney through which the ureter, that is, that carry the waste materials from the kidney. First, before, if you watch carefully, you will see that is the right kidney, it is slightly below than the left. Why the right kidney it is slightly below? Because on the right side of our body, there is the liver, right liver, the lobes of right liver, it is larger. So to accommodate that liver, the right kidney is slightly below than the left. Then, that is from each concave side, we get a funnel-shaped part that arise. These funnel-shaped structure, they are moved downwards. They move downwards. That is, from both concave side we get that is they move downwards, and these are called ureter. These are called ureter. So the ureter, they enter where? Into a sac-like structure which is known as urinary bladder. That is, they enter into the urinary bladder. Then this is the structure, as well as we also get, that is, there is renal artery and renal vein. How we can identify which is the renal artery? Artery, that means they enter, and the blood vessels through which it removed, that are called renal vein. So that are also processed through the concave side of the kidney. Now, the function of the kidney. What is the function of the kidney? The kidney, that is here, or the toxic blood from different parts of the body, it brings to the kidney through the renal artery. That is toxic oxygenated blood from different parts of the body, it comes to the kidney for filtration. After filtration, that is the pure blood. The pure, and pure means toxic free blood, but it is deoxygenated. That means rich in carbon dioxide. That blood, it moves through the renal vein, again where? To the lungs. What for? For purification. So kidney, here the filtration of the blood, it is taken place. After filtration, that is the toxic substance, it passes from the kidney to the ureter, and where it is stored, the ureter, through which from both the kidney, the urine, it moves downwards, that is they are stored in the urinary bladder. So the function of the kidney, its filtration system consists of one pair of kidney. The function of the kidney, it purifies the blood, and it also maintains to the water balance as well as the ionic balance, which is known as osmoregulation. So kidney, it helps to remove the nitrogenous waste, which is more toxic, that are done by the kidney. And number two, it also helps to maintain the osmotic balance, osmoregulation, that means the water balance and the salt that are maintained by the kidney. Next, one pair of ureter. What is the function of the ureter? These ureters, they carry the nitrogenous waste in the form of urine through it. Where? To the bladder. That means a sac-like structure where temporarily the urine is stored. The capacity of the urinary bladder, it can be, for temporarily it is stored maximum 300 ml. After that, what happens when it is filled by the urine, the impulse from here goes to the brain. Then what happens? That is, then the urethral sphincter, which is present at this region, that is outside the bladder, that are relaxed and the urine is removed from the body. So excretory system, we get, they are mainly consist of one pair of kidney, one pair of ureter, one bladder, and one urethra. And the function of it we also get. But one thing, though we learn excretory system, but without cardiovascular system, that means without artery and vein, this system, it is not completed, because the toxic waste it brings to the kidney by the help of the renal artery. So without the cardiovascular system, this system, it is not completed. We get each and every function. So urinary bladder, where the urine is stored temporarily. Next we get the urethra, it is the structure through which the urine is removed from the bladder to the outside. Next we get, if we cut the section of the kidney, LS section of the kidney, we get outside the kidney. If we cut the LS section, if we cut the LS section of the kidney, we get, there is outside, there is a dotted structure. Outside we get, there is a dotted structure. The dotted structure of the kidney, that are called renal cortex. These are called renal cortex. These are called renal cortex. And the inner part of the kidney, that are called renal medulla. Renal medulla, it consists of a number of conical structure. A number of conical structure. We get it inside the renal medulla. So these are called the cortex region. Which cortex? That are called cortex. Which cortex? Renal cortex. And the inner part, that are called renal medulla. These are called renal medulla. Then renal medulla, a conical structure. They are pyramid. We can say that this part, it is the medulla, that are called renal pyramid. Renal pyramid. Pyramid. But it is in which region? It is in medullary region. Medullary region of kidney, which consists of renal medulla. So that is, we get, there is, you have to practice this one. It is very important. LS section of kidney. We get, there is a number of structure, and that is the conical, the tip, the apex of this pyramid, that open where into a funnel-like structure. that is into the funnel-like structure, but that is we can say that is these are the convex and where their opening is. So that is they are opening into a funnel-like structure that are called pelvis. That are called pelvis. So when we cut the section of the kidney, we get the outer part of the kidney which is dark red in color, that are called renal cortex, red in color, and it is dotted appearance. Why it is dotted appearance we will discuss when we learn the internal structures of the kidney, that is the unit of the kidney, then we will say why it is dotted in appearance. So we get the outer part, it is red in color, dark red in color, dotted appearance, that are called cortex. And the inner part of the kidney, which consisting a number of conical or pyramid-like structures that are called renal pyramid. The apex of the renal pyramid, which open, that is, there is a duct. You can say that is these are called duct of Bellini. They mainly join with the funnel-shaped structure that are called pelvis, through which the urine ultimately enters where to the ureter. So this is the internal structure. Now there may be the question, what are the difference between the renal cortex and renal pyramid? We say renal cortex, the outer region, that is which consists of dotted appearance, and renal pyramid, that is the inner region of the kidney, that are called renal medulla, and which consists of a number of pyramidal structures. Number 2, renal cortex, it is dark red in color. Renal medulla, it is pale in color. Number 3, when we learn the structure, we will get one more point, that is which part of the nephron where it is present, that we will also discuss in the difference of medulla and cortex. You have to practice this diagram because it is very important, and you have to draw it as well as label each and every part. That is the apex. When it is the apex, that means it is which one it is called? These are called papillae, renal papillae, that are called renal papillae. These are renal papillae. Then the papillae is open into a funnel-like structure. When there is a funnel-like structure, that means that are called pelvis. So this is the internal structures of the kidney. Next we move, that is, if we know the main organ of the kidney, that is excretory organ, that are kidney. Now, if it is asked, all the organ, you know, the cells are different type. Why the cells are different type? Because they have to perform their specific function. So they adapted in that. The kidney, the unit of the kidney, we say these are called nephron. That are called nephron. This nephron, it has 3 parts. We say these are the 3 parts. What are the 3 parts we get? The first one we say Malpighian body. Malpighian body. Next we say this is renal tubules. Renal tubules. And the third that are called collecting tubules. That are called collecting tubules. Collecting tubules. So these are the 3 parts. Now, Malpighian body, again it has 2 parts. What we get the 2 parts? One, it is called Bowman capsule. Bowman's capsule. Bowman's capsule. And second, these are called glomerulus. glomerulus. These are the structures. Now we draw the structures of the kidney. First, if we draw, that is, it is a cup-like structure. The cup-like structure we draw. This is the cup-like structure which is known as Bowman capsule. And this Bowman capsule, it consists of a richly supplied of blood capillaries. Inside we get, there is a richly supplied of blood capillaries. These richly supplied of blood capillaries that are called glomerulus. And collectively, that is the glomerulus and the Bowman capsule, they collectively known as Malpighian body. Next, the part that is renal tubules. What is renal tubules? Renal tubules, that is the tubule structure. Here we get, it has three parts, PCT, that is proximal convoluted tubules. Proximal convoluted tubules. Next, we get Henle's loop. Henle's loop. And third, that are called DCT, distal convoluted tubule. So renal tubules, it has three parts, PCT, Henle's loop, and DCT. That is, these are the different parts. The Bowman capsule, when we get, that is this part, the end of the cup-like structure, which is highly coiled, these tubules-like structure that are called proximal convoluted tubule. That means the end nearest to the cup-like structure. Then we get, that is here. There we get a tubule-like structure. A tubule-like structure. That is, we get so these are called Henle's loop, and again the Henle's loop, it open into next coil structure that are called DCT, that is distal convoluted tubule. That means the distal coiled tubules of the renal tubule which open into the another duct or large duct that are called collecting tubules. That are called collecting tubules, in which a number of distal convoluted tubule is open. So this is the structures of the nephron. Now, that is, previously we discussed, this is the structures of the nephron. These collectively, these are called Bowman capsule, these are called glomerulus. If we label, suppose this is the 1, this is 2. So this is 1, this is 2. Next, if we see, that is, these are the 3, PCT 3. So we can label this one, it is the 3. If we mention it is Henle's loop, it is 4. Then this is the 4 Henle's loop. And DCT, if we write here, it is the 5. So this one, it is the 5. And collecting tubule, that are the 6 one. So these are the different labeling which we get in the nephron. Now, Henle's loop, it has, that is, when the fluid it is passes to it, it moves downwards, as well as in this side it moves upwards. So the part of the Henle's loop which move downwards, these are called mainly descending limb of Henle's loop, and that are called ascending limb of Henle's loop. That is descending, that means the end of the PCT, it is open here, and ascending limb of Henle's loop, it joined with distal convoluted tube. Now, just previous when I discussed, that is the renal cortex. When I mention it, that is the outer part of the cortex which is dotted in structure. I told you, and inner I told you there is a number of conical structure. So, what does the dotted structure consist of? That means the part, one end is thick. That is the part, this part, that is the renal cortex. One thing we describe it below, that is the Malpighian body, PCT and DCT. These three parts, it is situated in the renal cortex region, and that is renal tubules, that is which part? Henle's loop and connecting tubules. They are present on the medulla region of the kidney. So we get, that is this part, that means PCT. Why the renal cortex it is dotted appearance? Because renal cortex it consists of Malpighian body, PCT and DCT. That is why it gives dotted appearance. And the renal medulla, it consists of Henle's loop and connecting tubules. That is the financial structure. Now, the urine, what is the function of the kidney? They remove the nitrogenous waste in the form of urine. Nitrogenous form which is released from the kidney, that are called urine, which is mainly consists of a number of organic and inorganic substances, some salts are there. Now, the formation of the urine, it is take place, the formation of urine, it is take place by a number of steps. Urine formation, it occurs. First one we can say, that is ultrafiltration. The second one, that are called tubular reabsorption. And the third, that are called tubular secretion. So the main function of the kidney, that is they produce the urine. Now how the urine is formed? Urine formation, it is taken place by three steps. The first one, ultrafiltration. The second, it is called tubular reabsorption, and the third, it is called tubular secretion. Okay. So the mechanism we discuss to the next day. Thank you, children. You have to learn the chapter very well, and if you have any problem, you can tell me by written your message. You can send me what problem you have, and you must practice the diagram whatever I draw in the board. Thank you.